Back at it. Day 12. On Ark. Scorched Earth. 100-day challenge. Really only 40 days. I'm staring at nothing right now. Okay. Oh yes. I remember. It's all coming back to me. I was moving my base. Oh wait, did I have something in there? That's good. So I'm moving everything. Yeah, we'll take everything. It's all gotta go. I got my gloves on still, I don't need that. Ah, there we go. See a yellow drop in the corner of my screen. Oh, there's another one off in the distance. The beauty of the shoulder pets is they cut that weight in half so you can afford to grab more. Alright, do I have to move any more dinos? Okay. Oh, yeah. Getting away from the RGs. Crazy birds. My hope is that I will not... Is the Phoenix still on? Oh, nice, okay. My hope is that I will not be faced with another superheat this clip, only because I'm not prepared. Because I would like to tame it with the Wyvern as opposed to looking up how to build that the enclosure over the ash pile. So we're just gonna put this wherever right now and get everything in there. And everything starting here. Another thing about moving weight. So let's see here. 20 times 2, 4, 6, 7. So that's 140 plus 24, 164 pounds. So half of that is 80 some odd pounds. So, okay, that wouldn't put me over. Let's see, how can I do this? Well, anyways, what I would have otherwise shown you is, like, take for example an Anki, right? If you have whatever the weight is in that creature. So the Anki had like enough metal to say 300 pounds of metal. But since the Anki gets 75% weight reduction, you can take all from an Anki's inventory, and even though your character can only hold 300 pounds, it transfers the weight of the dino into your inventory. And I know you can go over your weight before you actually can't hold any more weight. So maybe I can show you once I get all the saddles and everything over here. So is there anything else? Oh yeah, all the arrows. Just laying me down. Did you have anything else? That's only 3 pounds of copper, so we can leave that. That's a cool looking off. So we are currently in the Winter Wonderland event. I did mess around online, or attempt to, once again. I'm gonna hit these yellow drops on the way back. I know they'll all, maybe not that further one, but these two for sure. I know I'll be able to make them because I just loaded in. Fun fact about single player, whenever you exit and start fresh again, loading back into your game, all drops will have been removed from the map and they will be coming down for the first time. So every single beam you see is fresh, and they'll all have the same exact timer. So they all have 9 minutes left. It's not too shabby. So yeah, I dabbled online again for a little bit. As I touched on in my previous, not my last video, that was the frog running the hard ice cave, but the one before that, my last Scorched 40-day video, I was talking about my experience from online just recently within the last month or so for Survival Evolved, or Survival Ascended, and how the community has noticeably shifted from what AST provided. And where I'm going with this is I had a first time instance from ever playing video games, and that is I got banned from a server. This was an unofficial server. It looked to be brand new because it was on day one, and I simply just started out by saying, hey, why is everything one times? And or no, scratch that. Yeah. So it was a one-time server, which again, I covered in my last video. I'm not really sure what the whole play is on that, like why people want extremes of both sides. You get the servers where one stat point and weight gives you literally like 1,000,000 weight, and then you get the ones that are 1 for 1 for official, and it's just like I can't wrap my head around this logic or lack thereof. So anyways, just ask a simple question starting out, like, you know, why is it one times? It should be at least 2 times permanent across the board for an unofficial server. And didn't hear anything back. There were 5 people in the server when I joined. So I just kept playing, and then I was like, hey, you know, does anybody want to tribe up? What's everyone doing? Just kind of, you know, getting the feel for the server, like who's going to reply, who's doing what, you know, does anybody have the time of day to humor me, I guess. Again, crickets. And then I was moving along quite well, and I had my raptors tamed, and I was about to run the hunter cave, so I'm like, hey, you know, are you sure nobody wants to tribe up, because I'm already up to the hunter cave. And for whatever reason, that is when I got the big old boot. And my suspicion is that it was some geeked out people looking to have their own server to play with each other on, you know, whether that's enabling cross-platform for a bunch of friends or whatever, but it's like, make it password protected then, if that's like your end goal here. But yeah, so I tried to load back in after I dropped, and it said, you have been permanently banned from this server. I was like, wow, I wasn't even trolling. I was literally just trying to like get people to say anything in the global chat. And here's where I find myself, back at single player. Oh, my weapon is heavy. Let's see if I can take some of this. I don't know how much more weight my turbo can hold. We'll put what we can in there. Ah, that's better. So I've all but given up on the search for a decent server. I even played on official for a little bit, but the pings were like, made it impossible to play. You know how you can sort highest to lowest, whatever column that you want for filtering, I guess you could say. So you can do least amount of players, most amount of players, mod, or no, I don't think you can actually do mod, but you can do the day that the Ark is at, so like fresh servers are day 1, or ones that have altered their rates, and so on and so forth, thousands and thousands of days. Or you can do the ping is another one. So I tried to do that, tried to mess around with the ping, and the lowest I could find was 0. I actually found pings with 0, but can't remember why I didn't join the server. With the ping being 0. Oh, it was modded. It had a bunch of mods on it, that's why. So the lowest I could find was 60. And even at 60, okay, with a ping of 60, there would be moments where I'm just, like, it looked like I paused the game because I was, like, I don't know if you want to, it'd be the equivalent of, like, buffering. Like, everything was at standstill. It's like, why aren't you playing the game, bro? Like, move around. And, yeah, that's the reason, because that ping was just such a way, even at 60 or 80, it was just unplayable. I don't know how people do it. I really don't. But here, I'm here to tell you one thing, like, the amount of time that people have on their hands is frightening. And I know we're all in different stages of life, and everyone can afford a little more or a little less than the next person, but one of the official servers that I got on, someone had marked, presumably, okay, I hadn't gone around and actually seen it for myself, but someone had gone around and marked, marked every single explorer node with a, what's it called? A tech sleeping pod, standing sleeping pod. And, I mean, wow. You want to talk about time on your hands to be able to mark for the entire server every single explorer node by building, like crafting, finding and placing those tech sleeping pods at every single note. That's another level of wholesome goodness, we'll call it. I just can't even. So, I'm basically just filling up the space in between doing things with a little small talk, little side chat, little sidebars. But I do need a platform. Get this done. Fill in this gap here, make it look a little more presentable. And that's a good height. Give it the angle. That's the happy medium. Cool. Alright. So now I can place campfire, as well as. No, I don't like that. Where should I put the campfire? Can I actually light down here? Oh, yeah. Okay, so now last thing is the feed drop. Ooh, I'll have to get that when I come back. Man, I'll tell you, the Ark Ascended community is not a good look. Where things are currently at is not a good look. I don't know, maybe some of you watching have different experiences and can broaden my perspective on it, but it's a little doom and gloom, to each their own, for the online servers, both official and unofficial. So this video's probably gonna be a little uneventful. I'm gonna look to clear out my space and maybe just put up foundations around so I know what area I want to work with, and then I can craft a bug spray. I don't know if I'll run to the cave yet to get bats. I haven't decided that yet. I've got enough weight. I'll go check that drop first. Now I did want to say, as far as the online rubber banding crap goes, I did not mess around with clouds, what's the other one? The foliage, and there's one more. So you actually do have access to admin commands when you play the online server. You just only have access to certain things. You can't obviously put in cheat codes, but you can adjust values of certain graphics. And I don't even know if you can do what's it called? Preview mode. I don't even know if you can do that or not for ASA. But yeah, you can mess around with some settings to theoretically, according to the online forum, make your game run a little smoother. And they said that could be one of the potential fixes for rubber banding. But since I didn't actually try it, and whatever the case, I can't say for sure. I just know that just fix the simplest things, man. It's not that complicated. Like, wow. Beyond frustrating. I need to get this workshop set up. Just do that for now. So someone watching might have a different experience. Had they adjusted some things, and they might have some insight for the rest of us watching and playing, and none the wiser to. That would be appreciated. If you feel like that's something you'd like to leave in the comments. I'm on a PS5, and everything I've been discussing up to this point has been through the eyes of someone playing on PS5. So. That's where all of my information is stemming from. Did I just come back here? Ay caramba. Oh my yammy. Arrows don't need to be in there. That doesn't need to be in there. Everything else has a spoil timer. I'll throw that in there. And okay. Arrows. Take the bed. I need the bed. Give me that arrow. Haha! Success! And we'll call it good. Looks good to me. Okay, you are cleared out. Needed feeding trough. Okay, before I do that, why are these clouds so low? Good. Should I live on that one or this one? But I don't have a thing for the water vein to show me how far it reaches. far I'd have to build a wall. Something lock up with. Yeah. So I would have to build from here to there. Block this off. Or this side is looking like a little better. A little more clear cut. Yeah, I think I'll live on this. Alright, so I'm just gonna pop my feeding trough right here for now. Or maybe I could do one for dino storage. I'll just start with this for now. Get everybody in one spot. That's a little too close to the gate, so we'll move it over. Yoink. And nope. Let's go right here. Cool. Alright. I got it all in my jerboa. Jerboa. For the first time ever, I had heard someone say, pronounce the purple berries very different than what I'm used to. And I will say, it got me thinking on whether or not that's how they're actually pronounced, and that is Mayho berries. I always say Mijo berries. Now I guess you could split the difference and say Meijo berries, but I don't know. I don't know what's right or what's wrong. I just know it rolls off my tongue as Mijo berries, so that's kind of what I stick with. But who was it? Granty. I think that was the YouTuber's name or channel name, and actually gave me an idea for another recording. So here's what I think I'm gonna do. If I can figure out, I'm gonna go off subject here for just a second. If I can figure out how to make it so every recording is not just an hour long, because that's 40 recordings. Granted, an hour seems to be the sweet spot for people's attention span, but like, you can always pick a video back up later at a later point in time. Let's say you want to watch 10 minutes now and it's a 4-hour video. Well, guess what? You just have that much more time left to watch after the fact. So, but for me to make so many 1-hour videos is a daunting task, even for a 40-day challenge as opposed to a 100-day challenge. Because, you know, an hour a day in Ark, the way I have it set right now, that would still be 40 recordings. And that's too much for me as a casual content provider. I'm not even a content creator. I just play and offer the recordings of what's already available in the system's capabilities. I don't add anything additional to that. So, yeah, I'm not a content creator per se. Got some of these to go in there. Hold on. Do I have something I can ride around? Oh yes, I'm a kangaroo. Everybody's so spread out. They're just dropping wherever. Come here, you. Oh, it's because you're standing on a rock, huh? You too good for me? There we go. So anyways, getting back to it, what I was thinking is I would like to go through every map that ASA has released up to this current point in time, and that would be everything up to and including Lost Colony. Now, as you might have heard from one of my previous recordings, I haven't played very many maps. I've played three maps all the way through to the boss, so I got the full experience of that, you could say. And 2 other maps I just was messing around with taming creatures and building tiny bases and things to get a feel for, you know, just the different world experience. So I don't have extensive knowledge beyond some of the more basic things, and especially the maps. So I thought it would be interesting to have videos showing my learning curve and just going in blind as opposed to going in a seasoned veteran. You know, it just offers a little different perspective on not everything always looks so clean and well thought out, because, you know, those things take time. But again, it comes down to that whole figuring out the recording situation. So all that, long story short to say, the video I had come across was the original released, the original condition of Ark upon release, and I think it was 2015. Yeah, so it was 2015, bare bones, everything looked awful graphics-wise, and what else was it? It was kind of like a beginner server before beginner servers were a thing, just because there was so little in the game. When he was going over it, there was like 30 creatures that you could, I think 30 creatures in total, not just that you could tame or things along those lines, like 30 flat out. And losing my freaking mind. So it gave me the idea, having seen that, to play the island using those parameters, using those limitations, because max dino was 120 back then. We're talking like day 1 Ark ASE. He had, you know, I don't know, you can go watch the video. It wouldn't be hard to find. It's one of the first populated videos. The guy's pretty well established, it would seem. So his stuff is not that hard to spot. But needless to say, watching it just gave me an idea of, like, I could make a video about that. And I'd have to adjust settings in such a way that it could mimic those values, so that Broodmother isn't stacked against me, against all odds. She would have to be adjusted accordingly in terms of her difficulty, scaled down to match everything else. Okay, clear it out, clear it out. So I might take another stab at the island, just doing the island again. Using that as my challenge, we can say, because I just thought that was cool, that was a thing, being able to scrounge that up from the grave and speaking of that, I can just use my RG to move all these things. A little more easy to maneuver than these big old beasts. And you to follow me. I knew I had. See, I thought I had a smithy, but I've got my RG with all my resources in it. So I'll have to put booty right here. The rest of these real quick, guys. I think I should start every video out by saying that this is just to drive home the point. This is an official. This video is to cover official strategies. Just so more people will know what I'm after with creating this. Yeah, it's sort of for leisure, whatever you want to say, but it's also to give something back. It's not just mindless, hey, let me watch someone else do something that I could be doing. It's very much helpful because it includes strategies that can be used on official servers. And that gets mistaken a lot of the times with other 100-day challenge videos of Ark, or of the Ark variety, because people will say that, but then not make it clear that they're using single-player settings or boosted rates of any kind, because it makes the game drastically different and drastically easier than just than turning off single-player settings to adjust them manually to fit in line with official rates a little bit better. So yeah, that was just a thought I had. I don't know why I've got narco. Pretty soon everybody will be cleaned out, and there'll be a little more order to this. But having just found the space and moving for the first time, that's why I gave you the warning. This is not going to be the funnest video to watch. It's going to be clearing out all the rock and sand. And I really don't need that much sand. Maybe one stack of sand. I'll take these, put them in the RG. And the clay is light. Booty! Where are you, Booty? I actually have to take this off of you. Almost. Almost. Where should I put you? Okay, I'm gonna need that saddle back. These in here. So far, I'm liking it. I'm only seeing mobs. Okay, you have all of my armor and such. I'll leave that in there for now, because I probably won't use the terror bird for a whole lot. How much weight can you hold? 400. Maybe we'll drop your stuff and give you all of this. Oh. Oh boy. This is why we got the water vein close by. That's some good high quality H2O. Okay, I got one spot left in here. Okay, that's light. Oh, that doesn't need to be in here. And I can keep terror bird saddles in the terror bird. I don't need 2 Thyla saddles. That's just a billboard. I can use that as a fence for right now. And what else do I got? The cannon, I suppose that's light enough. I can move that over to Gypsy. Okay, so let's see. Bullet. I guess everything else can go into... Oh boy. That's a lot of stuff. I'll just leave that for now. So I saw that in there. Let's get this resources. I would put bullets in there, but they get extremely heavy, extremely quick. And what did I take out? My goodness. Frustrating. I don't know what I threw in there. I'm sure I'll find it. Oh, it's this. So since you have my blueprints, take those out of my pocket. And those as well. I know why those things are still in the game, the recipes, but at the same time, I don't know why. I like the quality of life addition that they put in the cooking pot itself to show you what the recipes are. That's actually a blueprint. Okay, the rest of this stuff is lightweight, so I'll just make a folder in Gypsy. Anything else food-wise? I could put the seed in there. Alright. And that looks good to me. Anything new? Miscellaneous resources. That's normally what I do. And I know they're not miscellaneous resources, they're, what are they called? Attributes, or, oh, not attributes. Tributes. Tributes or something else. What the hell are they called? Are they called resources on this? They might actually be. Oh, look at that. Fill in the hole. Get in there. Okay. Snap and then unsnap. And now it's backwards. You can put dynamite on it? What? Further in the ground. I want to say that's pretty straight. Okay, cool. Alright, I'm doing something with all that stuff. But yeah, I usually put them, all the dino parts that you get from specific dinos to use boss fights into just a storage box, because you normally, I don't think there's more than 15 dinos that you get things from. So it has just the right amount of slots for it, and even if it doesn't, then a mortar and pestle also works, because that one has 24 slots. People sometimes those get overlooked as because you can put anything into a mortar and pestle, which just doesn't make any sense, but it doesn't have to. So gear. Yeah, I'll just go gear. Anything that doesn't have a spoil meter, we'll put in here, except for that. Okay. That was actually 47, 49, we'll take that. Alright. Actually, let me just go to the billboard to mark where my wall is going to be. Can I run up this? No? I can't. Alright, cool. So I can start from like right here. Well, I'll know where I'm trying to go with it. Ah, nope. What am I missing? Oh yes, I was cleaning out the kangaroo. Come here, Roo. Come here, you, Roo. Roo. Here, can I pick you up? Come here. Get in my pouch. That's it. Since I just did that, it reminded me. Maywings don't make any sense to my brain. It hurts my brain. If you've never used them, you can put the wildest creatures you could imagine into a Maywing's pouch that logically don't make any sense. Yeah. I don't want to spoil it for you, but Maywings are the mortar and pestle of creatures with storage pockets. Pockets of any matter. Okay, booty, got this. I consider soap a resource because you break it down for polymer. And what are these called? It's a resource. It's a trophy, that's what it is. The source of healing, venom, still oozing. No, they're not all trophies. I don't know. I just call them tributes because you need them for higher end boss fights. Okay, you are all cleared out. That's awesome. A little bit of heat protection on me. I need to get some better heat protection going. And the last thing is the saddle, which was... Ooh, I should be filling that gap too. I'll do that with my thatch foundations, so I don't get rid of those. Oh, that's never gonna get... It's never not gonna be frustrating, I hope you know that. Whoever you are watching me, you know who you are. Right. Well, I can bridge it a little bit, not a lot. Why can't I place it the one spot I actually need to? I mean, basically it's to prevent me falling into a hole I can't get out of. So let's go. Let's get there. You're gonna do me like that? Alright. Wait, don't I have a... Yes, I do. Beautiful. Okay. I love these things. These are so nice. And that you get, the fact that you get them in drops is all the better. So let me go pick those up now. I don't know what's in this hole, but it looks dangerous. And it looks like if I fell in, I wouldn't be able to get out without flying. So, let's redo that. This. That's a good corner. Right there. I think that's good enough. Nope. I need that third one. Pick this up. Why would I pick that one? So, flim flam. Why can't you snap to this side of it? Is it because it's too far on the ground? I don't know. Man, your blue feet just always throw me for a loop, booty. distance, so let's put it on this side. Does that make more sense, or this side? This side makes more sense. Like this. It made more sense right here. No. Come on. Get that sweet spot. Too far on the ground. Well, wait. Okay. Dang it. I don't accept that. Why is it so hot without superheat? Oh, 58 freaking degrees. My goodness. One of these too, I suppose. Freaking crazy. I have crap with med booze. Alright, I'll fix that next time. I'll just get that in my inventory so I know. Okay, and then... What is it? It's a wolf? That is a wolf. Level 15. Clear that. Sure do like me. Still dying. So that'll be fun. Let's take that health. Minutes to go. See if I can get the tame done in time. That should do it. Really? Yeah, that's what I thought. You better be going down here soon. I want to say the damage my RG did to it is why it's bleeding so bad. There we go. Go down, yo. Holy crap, that was a headshot. Oh, that's what the trip's on. I don't know what I'm supposed to do for this heat right now. It's wild. I don't think I have the prime. I have oh, we're in the shade. I'm kind of. A very thoughtful. Hopefully that weather goes away soon enough that I don't die. That was a nice find. And do I have a cooking pot? I need to get med brews made because that's the only way I know how to beat this heat. No. Stone wood. Thatch. Don't have enough stone. That'll do. Shoot, can I even fill up containers? I don't think I can. Dang. Looks like I'm gonna have to bite the dust on this one. I don't think you can fill up the water jugs from that. From the water main. Got nothing else on me to heal. Well, superheat did go away, so I'm not going to be losing health now. Got just the right amount of the saber tooth, but I don't think it will tame in time. If I had raw prime, it would be a different story. Oh wait, let me try this. Nope. I'm not close enough to the water. I'll just keep the water jug on me so I know what to do next time. Well, we are going to miss out on a little bit of recording because I don't like to leave things taming and log off. So just know that once the next day picks up, the next recording, all that will have been done is the saber-tooth will have been fully tamed, and I will likely have cleared out the trees and the bushes from my new spot. So, till next time, thanks for tuning in, as always.